Hello guys, how are you? I'm Rizwan and I'm a full stack developer. I have created a new JavaScript tutorial series. I will teach JavaScript from the very beginning to advance. And so let's dive into our first tutorial. This is the introduction tutorial. We will introduce JavaScript. We will learn what JavaScript is and how it works. So the JavaScript is a programming language and it is now almost in every device in the world. If you want to be a developer, you must need to learn JavaScript. It is the language like you need to pick. There's no choice that you will skip this language if you want to be a developer. So let's discuss what it is and how it works and when it was invented and who invented this programming language. So JavaScript is a high-level interpreted programming language primarily used for creating interactive and dynamic content on web pages. So it means that JavaScript is used for creating web pages, dynamic and interactive web pages. So JavaScript typically is used to create interactivity on the web pages. Let's dive into this some core aspects. Before we dive into some core aspects, we will learn when it was invented and who invented this programming language. So JavaScript, often abbreviated as JS, was created by Brendan Eich in 1995 while he was working at Netscape Communications or Corporation, initially named Mocha. It was later renamed to LiveScript and finally JavaScript. So it means JavaScript was developed by Brendan Eich in 1995. When JavaScript initially released, it was Mocha, and it was then named to LiveScript, and finally it was renamed to JavaScript. Now it's JavaScript. So the key point of JavaScript to understand are purpose. What is the purpose of language, versatility, dynamic typing, and more. We will see in the next slide. So the purpose, JavaScript was designed to add interactivity to static web pages by allowing developers to manipulate the DOM, document object model, which is called DOM in short, handle events, and create more dynamic and engaging user experiences. So purpose of JavaScript is to add the interactivity to the document object model or DOM, or we can say web page. We can handle events, we can add events to our web page and create more dynamic and engaging user experiences using JavaScript. Versatility, originally used in web browsers, JavaScript has expanded its domain and can now run on servers, mobile devices, and even in the Internet of Things, IoT applications. So it is more and much versatile language now in the recent era. It has been developed the way it can run on server side as well. So we can run JavaScript on server side, and the to run JavaScript on server side we have some special technology which is Node.js, and we can run our JavaScript in mobile devices and even in the Internet of Things applications. So I can say JavaScript is almost everywhere in every device, whether it is laptop, desktop, or mobile devices. JavaScript is dynamically typed language, which means you don't have to specify the data type when you create variable. You just need to use keyword, specific keyword in JavaScript, and the name, and you can assign anything to that variable directly. We will see later how we do it, how it is done in JavaScript. Let's see an example how JavaScript code looks. Here we are displaying a greeting message. Here is the JavaScript code. Let username equal to prompt. What is your name? It means that we are asking the username from user. We are asking the username from the user, and then what we are doing is here let greet is equal to hello, and we are doing something which is called template literal greeting message. So this is called template literal in JavaScript, which means we are here concatenating strings. So you can see hello, this is the string we are getting from the user, and we are getting him welcome to JavaScript. And here we are alerting. What we are doing is displaying the greet message in a pop-up. A pop-up message will appear on the display saying something like hello, whatever is username, welcome to JavaScript. Let's say I'm a user and I've typed my name Rizwan. What it will say is hello Rizwan, welcome to JavaScript. And please subscribe and like the video if you are enjoying the video. What is an interpreted language? We have discussed already that JavaScript is an interpreted language. So let's understand what it is, what it means. An interpreted language is one where the source code is executed line by line, translated and executed by an interpreter directly without the need for compilation into machine code. Here's what that means. So JavaScript is an interpreted language, which means that the code you write or developer writes, it is executed line by line. So what interpretation mean? That a language which is interpreted, its code is interpreted line by line. A line is interpreted at a time and then next. So these are the key things we will understand in interpretation, execution, compilation, portability, and debugging. So execution. In an interpreted language like JavaScript, the code is executed directly by an interpreter. The interpreter reads the source code line by line and translates it into machine understandable code or performs actions based on each line of code. So what interpreter does is it executes one line at a time into machine code or machine understandable code, which is zeros and one. The next thing is no compilation. Unlike compile language like C++ or Java, which need a separate compilation step to translate the entire code into machine code before execution, interpreted languages execute code directly without a prior compilation phase. Interpreter executes the JavaScript code directly into machine code. The next thing is portability. Interpreted languages are generally more portable because the interpreter can run on different platforms. The same JavaScript code run on various browsers or platforms with minimal or no changes. So what it means that portability means that the interpreted language runs in the browser. I'm talking about JavaScript. JavaScript runs in the browser. The most interpreted language can run on the same platform without no changes. Debugging is often easier in interpreted languages as errors are usually reported line by line, aiding developers in pinpointing issues directly in the code. So debugging is also easier in interpreted languages.